Welcome to our latest video where we delve into the most spine-chilling and hair-raising things known to send shivers down people's spines. From natural disasters to the brain-eating amoeba, we've got the top 10 most terrifying things that will have you on the edge of your seat. So turn down the lights, grab a blanket, and prepare for a journey into the unknown as we bring you the top 10 terrifying things. Let's begin. Number 10. Gympie. The Gympie plant, also known as the suicide plant or Gympie Gympie, is one of the most terrifying plants on the planet. Imagine brushing up against a seemingly harmless-looking shrub in the rainforest, only to feel an excruciating pain shoot through your body. The tiny needle-like hairs covering the plant deliver a potent venom that can cause months of agonizing pain and nausea and even lead to death. The pain is so unbearable that some people have committed suicide to escape it. And even worse, attempting to remove the hairs from your skin only worsens the pain, spreading the venom deeper into your body. The Gympie plant is a horrifying plant that can cause unimaginable suffering to anyone who crosses its path. Number 9. Meteoroids. Meteoroids can be a source of terror and danger due to their unpredictable and potentially destructive nature. When meteoroids enter the Earth's atmosphere, they can cause significant damage upon impact, releasing vast amounts of energy and creating powerful shock waves. The risk of a meteoroid impact is difficult to predict, and the potential for widespread damage to buildings and infrastructure, as well as loss of life, makes them both frightening and dangerous. The fact that meteoroids are part of the natural destructive forces of the universe and can strike at any time only adds to the sense of terror they evoke. While meteoroid impacts are relatively rare, it's essential to be prepared for potential impacts and have evacuation and emergency plans in place in case of an impact. Number 8. Bolton Stride. The Bolton Stride may seem like a peaceful, serene stream, but it is one of the most terrifying things in the world. Imagine walking along the banks of this tranquil-looking river, only to be suddenly pulled under by an invisible force. The Stride's deceptively calm waters hide a treacherous underwater cavern system with currents so strong that even the strongest swimmer is no match for them. Once you're caught in the Stride's grasp, there's no escape. The underwater caves and crevices are so narrow and labyrinthine that even experienced divers would have trouble navigating them. And if you do manage to make it out, you'll likely be battered and bruised, or worse. The Stride has claimed countless lives over the centuries, earning it a reputation as one of the most terrifying and deadly places in the world. Hey, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss one of our videos exploring the world's most fascinating and terrifying topics. Number 7. Jellyfish. Jellyfish are one of the most terrifying things you can encounter in the ocean. Imagine floating peacefully in the water, and suddenly you feel a searing pain all over your body. You look around and see a massive translucent creature with long trailing tentacles covered in venomous stingers. The jellyfish's toxin is so potent that it can cause intense pain, paralysis, and even death in a matter of minutes. Even worse, some jellyfish species are nearly invisible in the water, making them almost impossible to detect until it's too late. And if you're stung, there's no easy way to remove the tentacles without causing more venom to be released. The agony of a jellyfish sting can last for hours or even days, leaving you with a traumatizing memory of your encounter with one of the terrifying creatures in the sea. Number 6. Codex Gigas. Codex Gigas, also known as the Devil's Bible, is a medieval manuscript that is said to be one of the most terrifying books in the world. According to legend, the book was created in the 13th century by a monk who had been sentenced to death for breaking his monastic vows. To avoid his fate, the monk promised to create a book that would glorify the monastery and its teachings, and he claimed that he could do it in a single night. The legend goes on to say that the monk turned to the devil for help, and that the devil himself appeared before him and offered to complete the book in exchange for the monk's soul. The monk agreed and the devil set to work, completing the entire manuscript in a single night. The monk was saved from execution, but the devil's bargain left a lasting mark on the book. The Codex Gigas is an imposing tome weighing over 165 pounds and is 3 feet tall. It is said to contain a variety of texts, including the Bible, medical treatises, and other works of knowledge. However, it is the book's illustrations that are the most terrifying. The pages are filled with intricate and detailed depictions of demons, grotesque figures, and other disturbing images. Many people believe that the Codex Gigas is cursed, and its dark origins have left malevolent energy within its pages. Some have reported feeling a sense of dread or unease when near the book, and others claim that the illustrations have caused them to have nightmares or strange experiences. Whether or not the legend of the Codex Gigas is true, the book's imposing size and terrifying illustrations have made it one of the most mysterious and eerie manuscripts in the world. Number 5. The Unknown. The unknown can be a source of terror for many people as it evokes uncertainty, unpredictability, and fear. The human mind is naturally wired to seek out patterns, predictability, and familiarity, and the unknown can be perceived as a threat to our sense of safety and security. The fear of the unknown is often intensified when it comes to things like the dark, the deep sea, and the depths of space, where our knowledge and understanding are limited, and there is a sense of mystery and danger. For some people, the fear of the unknown can become a phobia, such as arachnophobia, fear of spiders, agoraphobia, fear of open spaces, or even a broader fear of things like the dark or the deep unknown. The fear of the unknown can be so intense that it can prevent people from exploring new experiences and opportunities, leading to a limited and unfulfilled life. While the unknown can be a source of terror, it can also be a source of excitement and adventure, as exploring and embracing new experiences can lead to growth, discovery, and personal fulfillment. Number 4. Triple Galaxy Collision. Triple Galaxy Collision can be a source of terror due to the sheer scale and potential consequences of these astronomical events. When 3 galaxies collide, they can experience a massive release of energy, leading to disruptions in the shapes and structures of the galaxies, as well as triggering intense bursts of star formation, and even possibly the formation of supermassive black holes. The tremendous gravitational forces involved in a triple galaxy collision can cause widespread destruction and upheaval, potentially leading to the merging of entire galaxies and the loss of countless stars and planets. The idea of entire galaxies colliding with all their stars, planets, and other celestial bodies being thrown into chaos can be a source of awe and fear for those contemplating the vastness of the universe and the power of nature. Despite the terror that the triple galaxy collision can evoke, they are also a source of fascination and study for astronomers and astrophysicists who seek to understand more about these unique and dramatic astronomical events. Number 3. Biological weapons. Biological weapons can be a source of terror due to their ability to cause widespread harm to human health and the environment. These weapons are designed to spread infectious diseases or toxic substances with the intention of causing widespread illness, death, and panic. The use of biological weapons is particularly concerning because they can be easily produced and disseminated, making them a potentially powerful tool for those seeking harm. The fear of biological weapons is compounded by the fact that they are often difficult to detect and control, as they can spread rapidly and silently through a population, potentially leading to a global pandemic. The potential for biological weapons to cause widespread destruction, coupled with the ease with which they can be produced and used, makes them a source of terror for many people. Despite the fear that biological weapons can evoke, the international community has taken steps to address the threat, including the development of treatments and vaccines, as well as the creation of international treaties to prevent the development, production, and use of biological weapons. Number 2. Brain-eating amoeba. Brain-eating amoebas can be dangerous and terrifying due to their ability to cause serious and often fatal infections. These single-celled organisms are commonly found in warm freshwater bodies such as lakes and rivers, where they can enter the human body through the nose and reach the brain, where they can cause a serious and often deadly infection known as primary amoebic meningoencephalitis. The speed with which the infection can progress, along with the fact that it is often difficult to diagnose and treat, makes brain-eating amoebas a source of fear for many people. In addition, the fact that these infections can be contracted through activities like swimming in contaminated water or using contaminated water for nasal irrigation makes them a potential threat to people who engage in these activities. Despite the terror that brain-eating amoebas can evoke, it is essential to note that these infections are relatively rare and that steps can be taken to reduce the risk of exposure, such as avoiding activities that increase the risk of water entering the nose and avoiding water-related activities in warm freshwater bodies during periods of high water temperature and low water levels. Number 1. Cursed objects. Cursed objects have a long history of terror and tragedy, with countless tales of objects that bring misfortune and death to those who possess them. The stories date back centuries and are found in cultures worldwide. Some cursed objects are said to be created through dark magic or evil intent, while others are imbued with negative energy through tragic events. For example, an object owned by someone who died a violent death may be cursed by the intense negative emotions of the deceased. The legends surrounding cursed objects often involve mysterious and unexplainable occurrences, like objects moving on their own or eerie sounds emanating from the object. The cursed item may bring about strange and unexplained events, such as doors opening and closing, lights flickering, and odd smells filling the air. Perhaps the terrifying aspect of cursed objects is that they seem to have a will of their own. They can take over the lives of those who possess them, leading to feelings of paranoia and despair. And in the most extreme cases, cursed objects have been known to cause physical and psychological harm, and even death. The fear of cursed objects is deeply rooted in the human psyche, and many cultures have rituals and practices to protect themselves from the malevolent energies that these objects are said to possess. Whether or not you believe in the supernatural, the stories of cursed objects will send a chill down your spine. That concludes our video on Top 10 Terrifying Things. We hope you found this video informative and thought-provoking. Whether it's natural disasters, deadly creatures, or man-made threats, it's fascinating to consider what we find frightening and why. Remember, knowledge and understanding can help us overcome our fears and live more confidently. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like it and share it with your friends and family. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more exciting content. Thank you for watching.